Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine. I hope you all have taken your exam nicely. Yes, I have seen that most of you, maximum of you, have taken the exam very nicely, and I am very much happy because I was unable to understand whether you all are getting all the things clearly or not. So you all have made me proud, right? You all have learned the things very nicely, and I'm quite happy. Okay. Now, today we will start with the question answers of the cherry tree. Since we have completed or we have learned the text before the unit test, the text of the cherry tree. So, today we will start directly with the question answers. Now, before I start with the discussion, you need to do one thing, as you all know, right? So, you need to open the study material where you will get questions, and you need to try to solve them by your own. Okay, you can get those questions in your textbook also. So from anywhere, I would prefer you all to open the study material and to do all the works and to do the work by your own self, and then you need to listen to the discussion. And I must tell you that today only I will be discussing the question answers of your unit test question paper as well, right? So the first question we get in the quick answers part, that is, write the names of the insects, birds and animals which came to the cherry tree. So from the beginning only we get to know that about the insects. They were like hairy caterpillar or a praying man and a praying mantis and bees. Okay, they came. Then for birds we can have bulbul or that scarlet minivets. Okay, and for animal we get, the picture is already given, goat, right? And though it is not mentioned here that why did they come, like write the names of the insects, birds and animals. Okay, it's not mentioned, but I know you all know this, but they all came in order to have feast on the somewhere on the for the they were there to have feast on from the nectar or from blossom or from leaves. Okay, so they all came in order to take some food out of that particular plant, right? So this was in the quick answers part. Now we will focus on the reference to context question. The first question says in question 2, nothing is lucky if you put it away. If you want luck, you must put it to some use. Now, who said this and to whom? Obviously, grandfather said this to Rakesh. Number B, what was the speaker referring to? The speaker, that means here we find the speaker is referring to obviously that cherry seed. Okay, the speaker wanted Rakesh to plant it, right? Then number C, how did the person being spoken, means Rakesh, to put it to some use? Okay, so what did the person do? That person means Rakesh, he planted. Okay, so he planted the seed in order to put it in some use, right? So number 3 is, come back when you are a butterfly, he said. Question is, who said this and to whom? So who said this? Rakesh said this to a hairy caterpillar, right? Why did the speaker not want the creature to stay? Because that particular creature, that is that hairy caterpillar, that was feasting on the leaves of the particular tree. That's why the person or the speaker, that is Rakesh, was not allowing that particular creature to stay there, right? Then number C, what does this line tell you about the speaker? So from this particular line we find that C, Rakesh could easily harm the creature. Okay, so some of you sometimes do, but Rakesh could easily do so, but he did not do. So what do we learn about him? That he was a kind boy. And though the creature, that hairy caterpillar, was having faced on the, means he was taking food or he was trying to destroy the leaves of the particular tree, but he did not harm it, he did not want to harm it rather, right? So this is the impression we get about the person or about the speaker. Okay, it's quite difficult, children, because I'm habituated to ask you questions and you all are also habituated to answer. But here I imagine that some of you are answering and I am asking the question and I am doing the work from your end, right? So I believe that some of you are definitely answering with me. Yes? Okay. Now number 4. He could see the mountain striding away into the clouds. Who is referred to as he in this line? Obviously he could see the mountain. The first thing in case of reference to context question is you need to identify from where the line has been taken. Okay, so if you all have read the text the way I want you all, that means then obviously it somehow something will be visible in front of you, right? The location of Rakesh when this particular line, from where this particular line has been taken. So who is referred to he in this line? Obviously Rakesh. Rakesh is referred to as he in this line. Then number B. From where could he see the mountain? So he was that time lying under the cherry tree. So it was quite obvious that he could see from where, means he could see from the place where he was lying under the tree, right? Then number C. What does the expression striding away into the clouds mean? Okay. So the mountains seemed like it seemed to him that it was stretched in a level that it could touch the horizons, right? And the clouds were floating there, and it seemed like that the mountain was striding into the clouds. Okay, it seemed to him it's unending. Okay, it seemed to him that it has touched the horizons, right? So these are the things. Okay, now we will discuss the question answers of read, reflect and write. I hope you all have understood all the answers. All these answers, sample answers, you will get in your worksheet. Okay, as in study material you all have got questions, so in worksheet you all will get the sample answers. Answer may vary, and as I always tell that your answers are your own answers, and your own answers and the answers correct one are always the most welcome. Okay, so you need to try to write the answers on your own. Okay, now let us let us have a discussion on the read, reflect and write part. Now the first, number 5, the first question is, how did Rakesh and his grandfather spend the winter evenings? Some of you have asked this question through email, and I told that I will be discussing it. So I hope today you will get your answer. How did Rakesh and his grandfather spend the winter evening? So in a winter evening they used to sit by a charcoal fire, and grandfather used to tell Rakesh some stories, and in return Rakesh used to read newspaper for him. Yes, so this is the event, and I have given you hint. Now it's your turn to write the answers on your own, right? Then number 6, Rakesh thought that the cherry tree had died on 2 occasions. Narrate the incidents briefly. So there were 2 occasions or 2 situations when Rakesh thought that the cherry tree had died. The first one was, tell me, when means a goat came and it had eaten up all the leaves of the cherry tree. And second, the first one is when a woman had cut it into 2 part, and another situation is when the goat had eaten up all the leaves, right? So this is the occasion when Rakesh thought that the cherry tree had died. Okay, so you need to now arrange them in a proper way and write it in your own way, right? So number 7, what question does Rakesh ask at the end of the story? What was the question? That is that feels to be like God? Yes. So what do you think he means by the question? See, as although I have explained it while I was explaining the text, once again I repeat. See, from a very small seed, Rakesh could commence the very small seed Rakesh had planted, and from that very small seed a full fledged tree came out, right? So it was something that it seemed to Rakesh like miracle took place. So here he was consider means he got the happiness or the feelings like a creator, as God has created all of us, and we go through several process throughout our lifetimes. The same way the tree was a seed, then it was a teeny creature, then it become a large tree. So everything in this process, that all could happen due to Rakesh as he planted that seed. So this is the thing he wanted to mean, right? Now number 8, would you consider Rakesh and his grandfather to be nature lovers? Obviously, yes, they were nature lovers. Why do you think? Okay, now that is a different part of the question. Now, would you consider Rakesh and his grandfather to be nature lovers? Yes, of course, they are nature lovers. Now, if you say, see, it is in the read, reflect, and write portion of your question. That means if only you answer that yes, I consider them, that is not enough. That is not strong answer. What will be the strong answer? If you provide logic behind your consideration. Okay, so what can be the logic? That as soon as grandfather found Rakesh to have a seed, he asked him to plant it. Okay, so the first evidence we get about grandfather. Rakesh also could easily deny that. Okay, but he did not do. He, as soon as grandfather told him, he did that work. So Rakesh was a tree lover, nature lover rather. Another thing we come that they used to take care of the tree. Okay, they used to spend a lot of time under the tree. Not only about the tree, they were nature lovers, because they Rakesh could easily harm the hairy caterpillar, but he never did so. Or he throughout the text we never find Rakesh or his grandfather to be means unkind to any kind of creature, right? They were quite merciful and they were quite kind, and they are obviously nature lovers. So this is the thing, you have to write it in your own way. Now next question, means the next part of the same question is, why do you think it is important to plant trees? Say trees, why do you think? Obviously trees provide us with oxygen, it provides us food, clothing, and some other things, okay, wood and so many things. Along with these trees, if we plant trees, it will provide us a healthy ecosystem. So these are the 2 or 3 main points try to provide, and that will enrich your answer. So I hope you all got a clear picture regarding the question answers. Okay, now you need to open the study as study material you all have open. Now you all need to open the worksheet and to match your answers. Though you got the answers in this discussion, but if something you cannot get properly, you can have all those answers in your worksheet. Now today only we will discuss the question answers of your unit test. Okay, so the first question was given, choose the correct option. Now number 1 was, in the poem Vocation, the persona used to return from school at 4 in the afternoon, that is option B. Then number 2, the persona had a wish to be a watchman, a teacher, a soldier. Obviously a watchman, that option A. Then number 3, Malala left her home during the day or at night? Obviously the day, because she could watch her school, she could see everything, so obviously it was the day. Number 4, Malala was born in option A, that is 1997. Now then question number 5, Malala and her family became IDP. IDP means internally displaced persons on 5th May 2009, that is option A. Now question B. In question B we are asked to choose true or false. The first question was Dr. Afzal was Malala's teacher. No, Dr. Afzal was their neighbor, so obviously it will be false. Then number 2, the persona never wanted to be a gardener. So obviously it's false, because he wanted to be a gardener. He in the poem we find 3 people. Yes, one was hawker, then was gardener, and then was watchman. So obviously he wanted to be a gardener, and here it says he never wanted. So obviously it's a false answer. Then number 3, Malala left her home in 2009. Yes, Malala left her home in 2009. It's true. Number 4, Malala was not sad at all to leave Swat. It's absolutely false, right? And then number 5, Malala had to leave her home in the season when apple trees grow new leaves. Everything is quite perfect except the word apple. It will be apricot. So obviously this particular word apple makes the answer false. Now number C, you all, I will not say these answers because you all know this. The first 4 lines of the poem, 4 or 5 lines, and each gap contains half marks. So when the gong sounds -10 in the morning, so like this, so half and half, then you will get 1. So why will I not say these answers? Because I want those 3-4 students, along with them everyone, to again read the poem. So you need to open your book and you need to match it, so it will not be served. Okay, so this is from the book. So whoever has it's absolutely depends on the way you all have memorized the text, so you need to do it by yourself. Now number D I will be discussing, that is who has written the poem Vocation. That is obviously R.N. Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore. Then number 2, whom did Malala's mother beg to pursue her father? That is Dr. Afzal. Number 3, who stopped Malala and her family at Baisam? So Malala and her family were stopped at Baisam by the army. Number 4, what is the name of Malala's mother's village? Malala's mother's village, and the name of Malala's mother's village is Karshat. And number 5, what were the valuable items of Malala's family? So as Malala herself has told us that they were having the valuable things, they were quite down to earth people, and they used to live a very simple life. So they had a fridge, a TV and a washing machine as their valuable items. So if you write these 3, you will get the mark. If you so this is the thing. Now this is the discussion about the question answers. Now once again I must tell you, if you feel like to ask me or something, or to contact me through email, try to write your own email address in the body of the email. Okay, so maybe you all write the from part, but I do not get that. So if you want me to get your own email address, try to write it in the body part of the email, or your phone number, so that I can contact you at least through phone call. So I hope you all will get this. Some of the children are trying to somehow contact me. They were trying rather for these question answers. I hope all of you are answered today. Now each one of you must read the text, though as we are having, I hope you all have got your half yearly portion. If not, you are going to get it soon in the school website only. You all will get, okay, in notice section maybe you will all will get. So you need to check what are the things you have in your half yearly, and you need to once again read and read the chapter, the text minutely. You should not miss a single word. Okay, I hope you all got this clear picture in when you got the question papers. So these question papers are too easy to say, but they are too much based on the text. So you need to go through each and every line of the text very carefully. I hope you all will listen to me. So this much for today. Take very good care of yourself. Keep on doing your work. Try to remain safe. Thank you. Have a nice day.